What's up everyone, it's Horizon, and today we're going to see if the Dancer of the Boreal Valley from Dark Souls 3 has what it takes to beat Elden Ring. Let's go. I'm very stoked on this run. I know it's been asked for a couple times, so stoked it finally made it into the run. Or I'm sorry, the mod. And yeah, as you can see, our damage is a little obnoxious. Almost got him. One more hit will do it though. And we'll finish with the grab. Completely annihilated Margit. Alright, and with Margit out of the way, that means Godrick is next. I wonder if we can pull the grab off on him. I want to see how much damage it does when the boss actually has a full health bar. Oh, it does a lot. The actual grab part didn't work, but the damage sure did. Alright, big Dancer combo. Oh, okay. The Dancer combo, I guess, cleared Godrick out before he could even finish the Phase 2 transition. Okay, and before we move on, if you enjoy videos like this, definitely feel free to subscribe as it helps the channel out a ton, and I put videos out like this every week. Alright, now that that's out of the way, Rennala is next. Okay, this should go pretty quick. I know we don't have any, like, true AoE attacks, so we'll just have to... Oh, thankfully, all of the students were super close, so it doesn't matter. All right, we'll Dancer combo, clear the health bar out. Wow, yes. That was, was that 4 hits? Maybe 5? All right, jump attack. Ooh. Thought I was gonna interrupt it. Dancer's animations are just so cool. It's very hard when you're fighting her, but getting to actually use them myself really helps me appreciate them. All right, now that Rennala's out of the way, that means Radahn is next. Okay, let's try this. Okay, that didn't do much. It let him land a couple, wow, a bunch of really big attacks on us. Very stoked we didn't get staggered. Let's see, jump attack, get a little closer. Oh, we got the stagger, okay. And meteor attack, yep, there we go, okay. We were almost able to clear his health bar out. So now we just gotta make sure we dodge this. Okay, I think this should finish it up. Oh, not quite. One more hit. There we go. Decimated yet another boss. Okay, and now that Radahn's been defeated, we are off to the capital. All right, this fight shouldn't be too bad. We just have to make sure we don't let Goldfrey stagger us and get some of his combos off. He landed a couple hits, got about a third of our health down. Ooh, okay, way more than that. Hey, we got the stagger. Couple more hits, and that should, oh. Thankfully, we recovered from that stagger quick because one more hit would have killed us. And... oh, I always expect that attack's going to do more damage than it does. We were still able to wrap it up with no issues, though. Okay, and now that Goldfrey's been defeated, that means Morgott is next. Okay, can we Dancer combo our way straight into Phase 2? It's definitely looking like it. Yep, there the animation starts. Let's back up. Dodge the little geysers. You get that. Make sure we dodge this. Okay, couple more hits. Wow. He didn't stand a chance at all. Kind of ridiculous. Thankfully, with our huge attack range and our damage, I'm pretty optimistic about this fight. Yeah, we already staggered him. Wow, that's crazy. That combo lasts forever. Yeah, already more than halfway down, or not halfway, a quarter down, almost halfway now. Okay, can we commit to the big combo and maybe get a stagger? Yeah, okay, so we interrupted the big Phase 2 explosion. Let's see. Oh. Okay, we got one shot. So we can start off with a big combo, but maybe we should be a little more careful about using it in Phase 2. Okay, we should be getting to Phase 2 relatively soon. Oh, that attack missed. He's trying to roll away. Okay, Phase 2 again. We're going to do another high-risk move. See if we can avoid the initial explosion. Hey, we got that. Okay. But now we need to be careful for that other attack where he just kind of spits fire directly out of his chest. Yeah, that one. Well, not this one. Similar animation. Hey, we got the stagger again. Our poise damage is... honestly, it's surprising. I know we usually do a lot with these bosses, but I feel like I'm staggering bosses way more than ever. Another hit or two, and it's GG's. Took 2 attempts, but Fire Giant has been defeated. Okay, and now that Fire Giant is out of the way, that means the Godskin Duo is next. Okay, hopefully we don't get caught in the middle of these two. And Dancer combo the Noble down. Wow, yeah, okay, we do a ton of damage. I was really curious to see how fast their health would go down if my attacks were landing on both of them. But I mean, either way, with us just targeting one at a time, it's kind of crazy. Ooh, that was close. I got stuck in a weird animation, so 1 or 2 more hits would have been curtains for me. All right, will the grab work? Probably not. Nope. Just normal attacks do. Okay, again, that doesn't do very much. Dodge the roll. Oh, that took out like half of my health. Okay, we're stuck in a corner. Kind of got spammy there for a second, but honestly, I got pretty nervous that we were going to die. So I'm just stoked that didn't happen. Okay, now with Godskin Duo out of the way, that means Maliketh is next. All right, let's open with a jump attack. Little bit of damage. We got to be really careful not to get staggered, because Beast Clergyman does some damage, but the real boost is going to be here now that we've got Maliketh. Oh, let's dodge. Dodge. Okay. Hey, okay. Already staggered again. Okay, we got to heal. The heal doesn't seem to really be outdoing the damage over time, so we really got to wrap this up. Okay. Got pretty nervous there for a second, but we survived. All right, and with Maliketh out of the way, that means Gideon is next. All right, Gideon time, which means it is grab time. Less damage than I was expecting, but still a good start. Yo! Bro, okay. I got a little too comfortable there for sure. Yeah, every time I'm like, yeah, Gideon will be totally fine on this attempt, it's when he absolutely nukes us. So yeah, no more playing around with Gideon. All right, we got the flask. All right, let's get out of the way of the Common Azure. Yeah, let's keep the pressure up. We do not want him firing off more spells, and all right, that ended faster than I expected. So GG Gideon, I guess. All right, now that Gideon's been defeated, that means Godfrey and Horalu are next. I forget, can we grab Godfrey? No, we can't. Oh, okay, let's start doing some work, because Godfrey is not a boss to play around with. That's crazy. His stomp did over half my health. Let's take advantage of this, though. Okay, Earthquake. Let's not dodge directly towards him. Okay, we made it to Horalu. Maybe it's just because of the range of his axe, but I feel a little more comfortable on these runs once I make it to Horalu, even though he's definitely more aggressive and I think does hit harder kind of across the board. Maybe also it's because his wrestling moves are much less of a factor when I'm these bosses. Speaking of, he never had a chance to do any of them. All right, now that Godfrey and Horalu have been defeated, that means Malenia is next. Honestly, with how much poise damage we were doing on Fire Giant, I'm not super worried about this. I'm just gonna have to make sure we don't let her get ramped up with anything. Oh, like the waterfowl she just started. Let's definitely keep our distance. Wait, does the grab work? Oh, that wasn't a grab. What about this? Okay, we were able to get it. She landed a bunch of hits as I started the animation, though, so maybe we won't do that again. All right, dodge the waterfowl again. Let's keep our distance. All right, she got the last cycle on us a little bit. Not the end of the world. I want to try and get the grab off again. She landed a few more hits as we did it, but I think it was worth it. Okay, off to phase 2. Just make sure we dodge the Aeonia. And then we'll start stomping her as this wears off. All right, Dancer combo. Took out a huge portion of her health bar. Oh, no, 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 no. That little vortex that pops up underneath her just annihilates our health. So gotta stay away from that. All right, grab time. Okay, we gotta just accept that if we want to grab, she's gonna get at least one hit off, usually multiple. Okay, we're burning through her health now, though. Should not be much longer. Okay, let's heal back up to full. I do want to try and end it with a grab, just make it a little theatrical. Oh, nope. Oh, we caught her. I was really nervous that because she was airborne, we would miss, but we were able to wrap it up the way we wanted. All right, now that Malenia has been defeated, there's only one thing standing between us and the Elden throne. Okay, shouldn't be too much of an issue here. Radagon does do some crazy damage, so we'll just have to be aware of our health. Yeah, like that one little hit, I think that was just a normal swing. Took out like half of our health. So we'll have to be like selectively aggressive so we can keep the poise damage applied, but also not get two-shot. Okay, dodge the... Oh. Okay, we got caught with the tail end of that. Very sick. Okay. Dancer combo. All right, are we going to be able to finish this one off with a grab? Nope. Well, wait. He teleported a little there. Let's try it again. Okay, cool. Able to land it. Our last grab of the run, since obviously we're not going to be able to do it to Elden Beast. All right, Dancer combo. Immediate stagger. Okay, AoE maybe we'll get... Yeah, not the damage I was expecting, so never mind on that. Okay, as long as we keep the pressure applied, we might be able to chain stagger. Oh! Started to run away, but I just heard the noise. Insane luck. Okay, and with that, we absolutely deleted Elden Beast as well. All right, and with that, the Elden Beast has been defeated. Okay, so the only thing left to do now is min the Elden Ring and take our place on the Elden Throne. Okay, let's see how we look on the throne. We already see the sword sticking out like crazy. Okay, not as bad as I was thinking. It's like a pop figure version of Dancer almost. Could be worse. And that concludes Dancer's journey to Elden Lord, starting in Limgrave and ending all the way at the Elden Throne. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.